All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all already know what it is. Black Power, Black Frequency. You feeling that frequency and energy, you should most definitely join the link right there in the video description. It's in the chat. Click it. You'll get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join, even if you don't. I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got some for your family. I know you're going to like and love. Get over there, check out the catalog, get you some, get a discount, shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, Seti University, over 2,000 videos from the general, all the subjects that you know and love from the general. Plus, we got hand-picked videos from the grandmaster teachers. It's just not another website on the planet that could compare or compete. Anything that I put on there, that I expect it to be fire. If it's not something that I would research, or I would not put it there. So everything that I've uploaded most definitely is for the best benefit, the advancement of the people. So you most definitely want to, if you're a Black Power truth seeker, is a must for you to be a member of GeneralSeti.com, Seti University. Is just a must. Join today. To all the family out there, Seti popping on Patreon, BPC making noise. We never come. Exclusive live stream, too hard to handle on YouTube, just so exquisite. We keep it for our family on Patreon. And so, yeah, we got a hot lineup. I'm most definitely gonna pound the ground tomorrow. You feel what I'm saying? I'm most definitely. So if you're not on deck, you're gonna be missing out a great 2-3 presentations that's gonna be on deck for tomorrow. I want you there. I want you to be a part of it. So become a patron. Do not miss it. With over 500 exclusive live streams already on there, is a treasure chest that just waiting on you to join, so you can explode in advancement and a great intellectual knowledge that cannot be found nowhere else. And General Seti is on Rumble. You already know what that means. It's going to be a disruption in the jungle. And so you want to get over there and witness the strength of General Seti, running up in the house of the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal, turning over tables and causing a great disruption for African liberation. Most definitely be a part of that. Subscribe and buckle in. All the family out there, donate to the general. I thank you. I appreciate you for appreciating me. Any of the family out there would like to donate, the link is right in the video description, is in the chat. Click it, donate. I thank you ahead of time. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment, comment, comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. Okay, here we go, family. We want to talk about, again, the world court issues an arrest warrant for Netanyahu and Hamas leaders. And so, here we go. It's a dangerous world out here, especially when you think there's allies amongst these demons, and there is no allies. There is no allies. And so you're having nations that's saying that they would arrest Netanyahu. Wait a minute, let me. Watch this. Let's see. I know Germany is one of them. I believe France is another. You see, all the, I think the UK, but I heard the UK was backing that they too going, they would arrest him. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. I know Germany. I know France. I think France say they would arrest him too. Yeah, France talking. Yeah, they in there. Yeah, yeah. France backs and so yeah. But see, the thing. What you got to understand is this: that each one of them motherfuckers, France is not in no position. And I'm not saying, I'm just showing you the hypocrisy in this shit. That they really don't give a fuck. France should be, the motherfucking International World Court should bring Emmanuel Macron to goddamn a warrant for all the genocide that he's committed in Africa, in France and shit. In France say they would endorse uh the arrest. They support the International World Court for the warrant that was issued. They support that, but yet and still, France is being kicked out of every fucking nation in West Africa right now. Every nation that has been tied to France through colonialism is now breaking ties with France because of genocide that have been ensued on these nations for hundreds of years now. So how in the hell can Emmanuel Macron in France back any motherfucking arrest warrant of Netanyahu when France is goddamn 100 times worse than Netanyahu? 100 goddamn times worse. The genocides that have been committed by France in Africa over the last couple hundred years is beyond, the magnitude is off the meters. Okay, the shit that Netanyahu, and I'm not in support of nothing that but if you motherfuckers gonna issue some motherfucking arrest warrants, you see what I'm saying? Then goddamn it shouldn't be a motherfucker in Europe where a motherfucker ain't looking for his ass to lock him up. It should be all type of motherfuckers throughout the European continent with a arrest warrant on their ass right now. You see, including goddamn, Elizabeth before she died. It should have been a arrest warrant on her ass. It should be one on Charles. It should be one on Charles and every goddamn one of them in that British royal bloodline. All they ass should have an arrest warrant. Period. There's no goddamn doubt about it. They done pillaged all type of committed genocides into the hundreds of millions, all they ass. But now they want to, so this is hypocrisy because what they doing is they trying to break the monopoly of the United States. That's really what it's about. Because France is, and I hate to say it, but it is what it is. They just, the little weasel. They the weasel. They the weasel in the European Union. That's all they do is weasel among. They mad because they were kicked out. The United States just kicked their ass out because they know how they get down. They know that on a political note that France is they look to they want your place and I'm just saying this not because I'm just looking on the out. I'm on the outside looking in. I know the relationship that the United States has with France, and they don't have they allies now, but France is a weasel. That's what they is. And they was just when they tried to go to China and Emmanuel Macron and shit trying to kiss Xi Jinping ass, and he kicked him on up out of there. He didn't get away. He didn't get nothing out of the trip or nothing. He went against the the European Union to go to the duty, go to Russia and shit. And a lot of people say, that he, that's in his right to do that, and it is. But we talking about stepping outside of his clique, his European Union, to go and do some side deals and shit. They the type of motherfucker that'll do a side deal on your ass, and they feel the United States had done side deals on, and so I don't see that France and the United States at all is good is good friends. They relationship is pretty much damaged, especially when they booted them out the submarine deal with Australia and took that from France, and they was highly upset at that. But these little British nations, with United States, Britain, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, they kind of align, and they're gonna back each other. And when push come to shove, they're gonna back each other. They come from that that one bloodline, British bloodline, and they're gonna boot France out of it. They ain't gonna, that's just the way it goes. And so France is saying, you know what, we're willing to back the arrest warrant on Netanyahu, because they see that as breaking the back of the United States monopoly over in that region. Because if you don't know, you should know that the Israeli are the gatekeepers over there for the United States, for Britain, you see, so that they can keep that Suez Canal, which is a great waterway for the international trade, and the United States gonna have that. Not only the trade, but militarily, because that key point right there is what is easy access for the United States to come through the Mediterranean, come through the Suez Canal, come down in the Red Sea, come through the Horn of Africa, and go into Asia, go into the Persian Gulf, go, and come, even as far as coming, into the China, South China Sea from the west. And you got the Pacific, but also coming in from the west and maintaining control of both oceans, the Indian Ocean and the Pacific Ocean. And so that's very critical that they maintain control over that. And so that's what the Israelis is there for. And so, it's bigger than just, the United States, or allowing Netanyahu to be arrested. They're not going to do that. They might as well give up on that. They're not going to do that. It's going to bring them to the point of no return, because because really, if enough nations pull out of it, it don't mean shit. It's a lot of nations that just not a part of it. And so you break the monotony. Wait a minute. Let me hold on, fam. I'm in the house. Yeah, and so and so when we look at it, it froze up on me, y'all. But anyway, when you look at what France is doing, they trying to break the monopoly of of the United States. That's really what they're doing. And so they little weasels that they'll slide any which way, but they not about to goddamn just no different that they if you're gonna issue one for Netanyahu, you might as well issue one for Joe Biden. You might as well issue one for the senators and the representatives of the United States who passed them goddamn military bills that sent all that goddamn military aid over there. You see, now I want to see if y'all motherfuckers got the heart to motherfucker put a warrant out on the United States president. They're gonna destroy that shit. Period. They're gonna destroy it. You're gonna have, it's gonna be a war. It's gonna be a war against nations out there, and that's gonna be, and that just show you the demise of where they at. It's gonna show you the demise, and and it's gonna be every nation for itself. A lot of people think, oh, the European, they falling apart. They falling apart. They just show you right there, they falling apart. The same things, and like I say, we cannot condone no type of genocide. That's not what we doing. But how many motherfuckers that make Netanyahu, this motherfucker look like a Boy Scout. This motherfucker look like a pickpocket. This motherfucker pickpockets and shit. He's a petty criminal compared to the elites of UK and France and Belgium and all these other motherfuckers, and Spain and all them motherfuckers that committed genocide on nations all across this motherfucker for hundreds of years consistently. You see, pillaged whole motherfucking continents. So how in the fuck now all of a sudden you issuing motherfucking warrants? But if that's the case, then where the fuck is our checks? Where the fuck? We need them. We need y'all motherfuckers that's gone and bring forth, some type of declarations that it's time for us to get. Don't just start serving them motherfuckers now. See, the thing is, this is what they doing. Cause that world court could be manipulated, just like the motherfucking Supreme Court. They stacked that motherfucker with pro-Republican, whoever's in there. That's what Donald Trump did. He had access where he was able to appoint, I believe 2 or 3 motherfucking, he was able to appoint 2 or 3, judges, and you had one flying a motherfucking flag just the other day. Stop the steal and shit. This motherfucker was a Supreme Court justice. So you see right there, that Trump got his hand in the Supreme Court. So you can see right there, even that world court shit is a puppet. There's somebody behind the scene that's controlling that. Okay, it's somebody behind the scene that's controlling that. So just buckle in, because you're seeing some wild shit. And so, and I don't know if they've issued, actually, I believe they're voting on issuing the arrest warrant. And I believe that it would take up to 2 months for them to actually go over everything before they issue it. And so, regardless to whether they do or not, I don't believe that it would have no factor whatsoever. I don't believe he's matter of fact, Netanyahu is in goddamn United States, I believe, soon. They're gonna host him in the Congress to let them know, the support that they have for the support they have for the Ashkenazi. That's why when you go and you watch every motherfucking president, soon as they come into office, where's the first place they go? When they come into office, where they go over there to that Wailing Wall. They put that yarmulke on their head. I don't give a fuck whether they Christian. I don't give a fuck what they claim to be. They put that yarmulke on their head and they go right over there to that Wailing Wall and they do their ritual and let their master know that they they gonna obey. They gonna do what they told to do, and that's the reality of that. And so they pockets is very deep in a lot of shit, and people, they try to pretend that it's not, they pretend that they don't have power the way that people perceive it, but that's not true. We're not gonna let them play. They have a whole lot of control over a whole lot of shit, and every time you look at the credits, you will see their names is at the top of the list, that they got their hands full a tiny people. That's only about, you talking about, it's only so many Jewish people in the world, so they say, Jewish, Ashkenazi ain't but about 13 million, something like that. So they ain't even a percent of the world population. But so when you look at whatever percent they is, which is a small percent, and the fact when you look at how many of them got they heads of this, they heads of that, they hands on this in the music business, the Hollywood, this, they hands in every motherfucking thing to be such a small percentage of, the world population. So they got a lot of control factor in a whole lot of areas, especially in the United States and other European countries too. Nonetheless, and maybe peoples is tired of that. You see, you say the anti-Semitism is about to end soon. Say it's about to end, Ray. Yeah, because they about to put that, they about to go into them protocols of Zion on their ass. Yeah, they gonna get it together, y'all. They gonna keep fucking with them. Netanyahu got the protocols of Zion out there on their ass. You see, they gonna get heavy-handed on these motherfuckers and shit. You gotta watch these motherfuckers, man. It's smaller. You couldn't put it past them that they would use biological warfare. Them motherfuckers, with a small population and as ruthless as that they are, that there's no goddamn means that they wouldn't go to achieve victory. There's no goddamn means that they wouldn't go to achieve victory. So you got to be very careful, because he's determined to wipe out Hamas. And if that mean, for some people, it just mean every Palestinian man is considered a part of Hamas to this motherfucker, And so he's most definitely in a form of total eradication on a lot of them motherfuckers over here. A lot of people interpret that to be genocide, and it don't look like he could give a fuck about what the UN or about what the World Court. They are continuing to move forward, and the reality is the reason why, because they have the United States full backing. Now, I don't know about the rest of the countries. I don't know about the rest of the countries and how those, how that gonna fall. I don't know if, normally the UK would follow the United States in that sense. I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't know how Australia and the perceived British, countries or colony nations, how they support one another. They still allies, but in this particular issue, will they side with the United States? Because that's more the United States issue. They got their own realms of, their own realms of influence, and that particular area is predominantly the United States, and so they don't have nothing, as far as to gain from that, and so they very well might stay out of it. He said he was sounding like Trump over the war crime charges. Yeah. He don't give a fuck. Yeah, he don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. He don't care. Netanyahu don't give a goddamn about nothing that these motherfuckers are talking about. The motherfucking Yeah. That's right. That's right. But I tell you what, United States gonna punish their ass. I'm telling you, they're gonna punish them. You know what I'm saying? They gonna start cutting all type of funds and all of that. You watch what I'm telling you. They're gonna start squeezing them up. They're gonna fall in line. They're gonna fall in line. They're gonna fall in line. Cause it's almost over. They almost didn't almost, they in that one city. But that don't mean that they ain't, so they didn't almost completed total destruction of Palestine. They didn't almost completed total destruction of Palestine. And so, I don't believe, even if they do, I doubt very seriously with the United States, because the United States gonna say, don't take that shit on. They're gonna tell them take that shit on, because we gave them the motherfucking shit. We gave it to them, and continue to give it to them all throughout the total duration. And even under the great cry to stop it, because what they doing, the United States continue to supply the Israelis with weapons of war and mass destruction. So if you call an arrest warrant for Netanyahu, then you got to call one for the heads of Congress, the Secretary of State, the Speaker of the House. You understand what I'm saying? That pushed the bills, all those that spoke that the United States must supply and continue to supply Israel with bombs and shit. And when Biden said that he was going to hold off, the Congress stepped right up there and voted and say, God damn it, we vote to send more weapons. That's what they did. Yeah. They need to. But if they do, it's gonna be all out war. It's gonna be all out war if they fuck with him. So you know what I'm saying. So if the United States probably behind the scene. What we created this shit for, to lock up African leaders and and Asian leaders, and you over here fucking trying to lock up one of our own, motherfucker. That's what they're gonna tell them. You out of pocket, motherfucker. We got this. You know what I'm saying? Downgrade the charge, and okay, and let's move past this. Say we dealing with, as they said, they dealing with it. They dealing with it. They coming up with a blueprint to avoid, more atrocities, but it was necessary. That's what they're gonna say. It was necessary, but we didn't put in place parameters to make sure it don't happen moving forward. But by now, they didn't already wiped out everybody they needed to wipe out. So it don't make no motherfucking difference what parameters they put in at this point, because they didn't already fulfill their mission of wiping out tens of thousands. They didn't wiped out about 60,000 motherfuckers. Whew. In such a small area, and you didn't wiped out that many motherfuckers in such a small area. They didn't wiped out damn near 60,000 people. That's crazy. That's crazy than a motherfucker. They was on a total maniac run through that motherfucker. You feel me? But family, we're gonna see the chessboard is lining up. They taking sides. Who gonna come out on top? Will they issue an arrest warrant for Netanyahu? Who knows? But I tell you what, whenever it happened, and if it happened, it's gonna be a hell of a world to live in at that time, because it's gonna be European against double that numbers. Yeah, probably double that. Ain't no damn doubt about it. All right, family. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Arm yourself. Get over there to Patreon. Join today, because it's gonna be a hell of a day tomorrow. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through through African education and confrontation. You say, let the gangs begin. I'm with it. Black Power.